These are the burnt ends, the way they turned out. Greens are done. And so here's basically what happens is that the Spam burnt ends, Spam ends, burnt Spam ends, Spamens, new word, Spamens. That's what these are. From now on, here they're to forever be known as Spamens. There's a fingerprint on my lens. I hope you could see stuff. Anyway, Spamens. That's what we're talking. Spamens. Yeah, boy. Spamens be good. Anytime.
It's driving me wild and I don't know why. I can't contain whatever's burning inside. I gotta find a way to figure it out. I found the answers and there ain't no doubt. You got what I'm looking for. Yeah. Yeah. Keep coming on back.
All right. It's a Saturday, so we're going to cook. Well, I've been wanting to do some Spam burnt ends, and I've seen some other videos, but I was thinking about this some time ago. So, at any rate, here's your challenge. Let's see what happens in the kitchen. All right, I'm using a slightly different method. Not sure how well this is going to work. I see it bouncing around a little bit. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm going to mix this rub up first. But the camera is mounted onto the cabinet with my suction cup. The suction cup is usually in my car, but for some reason it was sitting on my desk, my computer desk. So we're using this instead of trying to set up a tripod. We'll see what happens, and I know you're looking down at the top of my head and I'm trying to look up, but that's okay. It prevents the turkey neck. Helps the turkey neck. I don't know if it prevents it, but it helps the turkey neck. But so if we're really close right now, yeah, get over it. I'm gonna finish mixing up the rub, and then we're actually gonna get started on the cooking part. Let's see how this was gonna work. All right. Monitor's on the back side of the camera, so I don't know what it looks like being this close. I don't know if it's in frame or not, but we'll see what happens. My counter hasn't been cleaned. Oh, the video's ready. All right, take a minute. I gotta go watch this.
One eternity later.
All right. Well, can't find the battery charger for the other video camera, so we'll be using this camera for today. But that's okay. I'm not sure how much of this is going to actually make the edit and how much of it's going to actually get VO'd, voiceovered, but we'll see. At any rate, got my rub ready, more or less. Got my barbecue sauce mixed and ready. That's the way that works. Cutting board is out. Now I'm going to tell you right now, my secret ingredients are not available for you to be seeing, I think. So if you see anything that doesn't look familiar, don't worry about it, all right? Just don't worry about it. I've got chicken wings. I'm going to be seasoning some of those up for a little bit later. So anyway, let's see what happens here. All right, first thing we've got our Spam, got our knife. Yes, you should have gloves, but tis the coronavirus season, so we're washing hands quite a bit. We're gonna call that good. If I was cooking for y'all, we could change things, but since it's for me, here we are. Now, got a major emergency here because I was just at the store picking a few things up. This is kind of dire straits because I just realized that my emergency stores, I've only got 2.5 cans of Spam. So if any of you have extra Spam laying around, just know I would be glad for it. Anyway, come on, baby. Oh, something satisfying about that. So we're going to cut this in half, down like that. And we're going to cut this and cut it into half this way, into half again this way. This may be a little bit smaller than some of you are used to doing, but it's working for me. Right now, nope, we're going to cut that into thirds. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to come get the stray. Cut that. And cut that. Now here's the problem. That one right there fell on the floor. Maybe. Now, there's our Spam. Beautiful Spam. Gorgeous Spam. We're going to take what's left. Yeah. That was some Spam fat. Delicious stuff. We'll set this aside for the moment. We'll get back to that one. We're going to take our rub. I'm not telling you what it was. Can't tell you that because it's classified. It's highly secret. Yeah, so there's that. So we're going to rub it down liberally. Get it good and happy. Yeah. There we are. Now, I'm doing this video for the Steak Cook-Off Association, but as a member of the Pit Boys, I may throw that on there too, since I think I saw them do Spam burnt ends or something like that. So, I'll post a link on their Facebook group, trying to see what happens with that. Alright, looking delicious, tasting pretty darn good. Check that one. A good cook has to know what's happening here. No. I'm going to be cooking on this smaller grate. Excuse me. Wow, something caught in the throat there. But at any rate, I'm going to put this out, spread it out just a little bit. Me do a time lapse on this since no one really wants to watch me throw Spam chunks down here. Or maybe you do, I don't know. I don't know what your fetish is, but Spam, I mean, come on, really? Spam. Alright, and there is all of that. That works. I did, yeah. Had to check, I didn't remember if I started the recording or not. So we're going to let that sit for just a few minutes. I'm probably going to give it just a little bit more of a scattering. Because we can, that's why. Now, let's go work on the grill. I'm going to take you with me, kind of like this. We'll see how much of this actually makes the edit. Ooh, almost out of battery. Alright. Now I've got a Weber kettle. I'm going to be using Venerable Kingsford. And for smoking it up, we're going to be using 1 or 2 chunks of peach. Some of my favorite wood. There we go. Alrighty. Now let's work on the grill. That just worked. Nope, not like that it won't. So, that's not going to work. There we go. There we are. Now we're cooking. Well, we're not cooking yet, but getting close to it. There, I think. I can't see the screen, so I'm looking entirely at what's straight and what's not straight. Charcoal. sure there's a very good reason why I shouldn't be letting it open the top of my head. But we shall see how that works out. Yep. All right, we're going to see how this works. We're going to see how well this works for right now. Yeah, we're going to get this spam on. Got a video uploading. And the grill is still cranking out too much white smoke, so we're going to give it just a few more minutes. Let it, ooh, sweetness, huh? That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to give it just a few more minutes, and oh my gosh, that one right there, there's just no room in there for this one. No. Now you can spread out into little nuggets of goodness. Yeah. All right. Going to give it just a few more minutes. Yeah, I don't like all that white smoke. White smoke is no good. Darker smoke is better. White smoke means the barn's burning down. You don't want to eat that. It always tastes kind of raw and acidic. So, when I was doing the judging at the shed, one of the steaks that we got, I noticed had a burnt, not a burnt, had a raw smoke flavor to it. And no, you don't want to do that. I mean, it leaves the smoke doesn't taste good when you use that smoke. You don't want to use that smoke. I've got those wood chips on there, those peach wood chips. Oh, how good is that? Yeah, right. So we're gonna let that kind of burn down some. That's why we're getting so much white smoke right now. Kind of funny that I quit smoking over 20 years ago, but yet here I am smoking. At the neighbors I used to have behind me here, you know, they don't live there anymore. They moved. But when I first got my Lang 60, I've got a Lang 60 smoker down here. I haven't used it in a while. Unfortunately, it makes me kind of sad. But that's my Lang. My lovely Lang. One of my dream smokers, and I used it for quite a while, and I just love it to pieces. I just don't have that quantity to smoke anymore, since I don't do a whole lot of parties and such anymore. But yeah, when I first got it and I rolled it up in here and I lit it up for the first time, and my neighbors behind me had a couple of his kids were out playing, and that bad boy started rolling some smoke, and everybody over in his yard started freaking out. He climbed over the fence and realized it was a smoker, not a house fire. So, but I appreciate his diligence in making sure that everything was good. I've got an electric smoker. Serves its purpose. Don't care for the smoke. Got a smoke tube down in the bottom of it, so when I do use it, I usually put more smoke on it by using that smoke tube. Got a pellet smoker that I've used for quite a while. I really liked it, but it's kind of burned out now. Can't keep the fire lit, and it has typical swings of 100 plus or minus 100, not 50 and 50, as much as 100 and 100. So I can't really use it anymore. I use it for just coal smoking from time to time. Just can't bring myself to get rid of it. And then I have this monster, the gas grill. Got it thinking I would use it more often a number of years ago. Never really used it. Used it a few times, but just don't really care for gas. But I keep going back to my Weber 22-inch kettle. Can't beat it. Got my grill grates. Never really cook directly on that Weber grill anymore because I use my grill grates when I'm cooking beef. When I'm cooking chicken, pork, or whatever, I usually put it in a pan and I cook it in the pan. So, but the grates still work. The grill grates, hang out until I'm ready to do steaks or chicken wings. Which I got a thing of chicken wings in there that's got to be seasoned up. We're going to be cooking those. I don't know. I think maybe later today or probably tomorrow. Maybe we'll kind of see what happens with that. See, I don't know if the color's going to turn out well on this or not. It's the cabinet out of my bathroom, half of it anyway. It's nothing but wasted space, so I cut it out. Didn't want to take it out to the curb just yet, so it's sitting back here. It's pressed wood, so it's not going to last long, but yeah, it's doing something besides taking up space. Oh yeah, some really ugly looking gray smoke coming out of the back. I don't know if I can really see it. You can see that gray smoke. It's the really nasty stuff. There we go. Shan't be much longer. Got some smoke raring to go there, but we're going to go ahead and do it this way. So here we go. Yep. Now we wait. Patience. If it's done yet. Patience. How long? How long has it got to wait? I don't know. How long is long enough for Spam? I don't know. We'll wait. Wait some more.
A few moments later.
All right, well, we're going to see what happens here. It's been just a little while, about 30 minutes. So we're going to grab the tongs. Wings. I've got to get the bloody freaking wings. That's what happens when you start getting busy doing other things and you forget what you're doing, and then you don't do what you started to do, which means the wings sit out while your Spam is cooking. So it'll be okay. It's only a few minutes, 30-ish minutes. Ooh! Wish there was a stronger word than wow. I guess we could use the word yum. All right, we're gonna put that on here. We're gonna go put some secretive sauce on, and then we're gonna put it back on. Let the sauce set. I'm gonna let you look at this for a second. See all that? See all that goodness there? Oh, almost hit peg leg. Yeah, see, that's what you get at my house. All right, so the sauce is right here. Now, here's what I'm going to do because I'm lazy. Oh my God, that's good. We're going to put the sauce in the Spam can. That way we don't dirty up another bowl. We're going to get freshly washed stuff. So now we're going to give it a little bit of sauce in. Switch this around here until I don't do this very often. Yep, I think. Okay, wait. These are not the videos that I usually do. I usually just video, as you see on my channel. That'll work. You good? Do this. So, not all around the video. Now, I'm going to let you watch this while I carry this back to the grill. You can think about how delicious that looks, and I will let you know how right you are in that in a matter of a few minutes. Oh yeah, see, that's even better. Yeah. All right. Here's that. We're going to let that sit there for about 15 more minutes to kind of get all nice and set up. I'm going to go wash my hands again, and I'm going to take a look and see if I've got a copyright strike, which should have been cleared by now, on my video that I just did for the shed. If you haven't seen that, check that one out right there. If you're watching this on your phone, you don't see that up there, but everyone else, there's a little card up in here, just right up in here somewhere. Just punch that and you'll go see the shed. So, all right. Okay. Since I'm in here, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. This is where I usually use the suction thing. I don't know if it's in there. I'm in here, so we're going to change the way we do this for the moment. Time to make the wings. That's way too high. All right, how's that? Is that a little better? Yeah, all right. Let's see how that works. So we're going to do the wings. This is why I kept this out. There's a lot of different ways. Of doing wings, and of course, my way is the best way. That's why I do it the way I do it. If I did it the way you did it, then it wouldn't be as good as the way I do it. So you do it the way you do it, and I'll do it the way I do it, which is better than the way you do it. I guess the whole thing is just do it. So anyway, I'm going to use a plastic bag for this. I'm not sure exactly how long I'm going to do them today or if I'm going to do them tomorrow. It'll be well seasoned for it, so here we go. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to cut the wing tip off. Usually, I like the wing tip, but most of the time, especially if I'm turning them in for judging or something, I want the wing tip off. It gives a nice little wing piece. So you got that right there, which has got the drummy and the flat. I'm a flat guy myself. I like the flats, but I don't discriminate. I eat all parts of the chicken wing. What I like about the wing tips is that you get that little bit of gelatinous deliciousness to them, and I, for one, kind of find that delicious and entertaining to eat. What I'm doing is, if you haven't done these before, you do this. You see there's a little joint right here where the tip joins the flat. This is the second joint. What I'm doing is I'm finding that. Sometimes I'm actually successful. I'm going to just cut it off right there at that joint. I don't know, there's supposed to be something magical about it, I suppose. Could be magical, could just be, you know, the way cooks have done it since the medieval days or something, I guess. And this will be the last one. So that you can see what I'm talking about right in here. You joint, you move that little joint right in there, find that joint right there where that cartilage is, and boom, there it is. Done. Alright, give me a second here. That. This over here. Run into the dishwasher in a few minutes. Soap and water. Look at the counter. It's still got stuff on there from Spam and from the wings. Fixing to fix that though. Oh yeah, nothing like a good little bleach complex to get rid of all the yickies. Something about the smell of bleach is just wonderful because it smells so good. I guess it's because it's clean. Alrighty then. Now that we're all relatively sanitary, we're going to put some magic wing dust. Magic wing dust. Yes, this is my own blend. No, I'm not going to give you the recipe. You just have to go and find your favorite recipe. I will tell you this, is that almost all of my recipes start out with the basic salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. Quite often, depending on what they're for, they'll go with smoked paprika and or chili powder, different peppers. This right here started off, and you can look this up if you want to start here. It's start off as the three chili, I think it is. 3 chili wing powder, and then of course I've made it better. So anyway, those are there, nice and well coated. What we're going to do is we're going to actually put these in the refrigerator, probably until tomorrow. Because here's one thing to think about when you're doing your wings. Well, a lot of people take the wings right out of the package from the refrigerator, throw some stuff on them, which is fine, and then toss them on the grill. Again, that's fine, but all the flavor is on the outside of the wing. If you want some flavor inside on the wing, there's one of 2 things you can do. You can, well, I guess one of 4 things you could do. You could do nothing and just deal with whatever flavor's in there, which is probably going to be chicken or something. You could inject them if you've got your favorite injection recipe, chicken broth, beef broth, pork broth, whatever. You could do a wet marinade, which would be something kind of like, well, not unlike this, which is a jerk seasoning. You put this on there, let them marinate in the refrigerator for overnight or a few hours at least, to let that flavor soak into them down to the bone. Or you could do like what I'm doing, is I'm actually putting my rub on here now. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator for at least overnight, maybe a little bit longer. And then tomorrow I'll take them and I'll dry them off with some paper towels, and I'll put probably a little bit of, I don't know, something, some vegetable oil or something on them, and then put a little bit more of the wing powder, the magic wing powder, for a nice crust, and then I'll smoke them. But you can do whatever you want to do. Play around, do it a couple of different ways, see which way you like best. In competition, I do it a different way entirely. I will tell you how to do that. If you want to know, let me know, and I'll let you know. So anyway, there's that. Now, we're going to give that about another, actually they may be ready. Put these in the refrigerator and I'll be right back. Wow. Word yum. Okay, that comes quickly to mind, but I don't think that really does it justice. Just like, wow. All right, let's see what we're doing here. Should be just nice and toasty. Oh my gosh. If you can see that. See the way that's bubbling? Oh. Wow. We're gonna give it just a couple of more minutes while I check a copyright claim. Grab a big thing of water, and then we're going to see what happens. All right, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. So the copyright claim has been cleared. Modern electronics and digital media and high-speed internet and yada 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 really helps a lot as far as clearing copyright claims, because used to, I'm getting cleaned water to the filtered. But used to, you know, you'd have to go through a whole process of write your lawyer would have to write their lawyer would have to consult their client, and back and forth and yada yada. Now it's a simple matter of clicking a switch, writing an email that says, "I don't think so, homie," and then you know, a few minutes later it's cleared. I hope that's how it worked. I don't know, maybe coming down pretty soon. COVID-19. Hydrate, 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 people. I say. Done. Let's get this off of here and onto my plate. Not sure what I'm going to have. Oh yeah. Wow. If there's something else in there I can cook. That's the problem with cooking on your grill, because as soon as you get done with whatever it was that you were going to cook, now you've got these beautiful coals, your grill is still hot, and I really hate to just put the cap on it and go inside, but I guess that's what we're going to do. We'll be back out tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I may do some steak. Oh, dang it. I was just at Publix earlier and they did have some ribeyes. I intentionally avoided looking at them because I've already got a lot of meat in here. Got, sausages and pork and ground beef and chicken wings. I have chicken wings now, so I'm trying not to be oversensitive or overreactive, which I'm not being overreactive. I just like to cook, and I don't know how to cook in small quantities. That's the problem. When you're the only one in the house and all you can do is cook in large quantities, you get small cans of beans. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. Most often I like to use, you know, fresh ingredients, or most often I end up using frozen vegetables and such, because I don't eat the way I probably should, eating more fresh foods, but I try to use the frozen foods because they tend to last longer. And in my refrigerator, I don't eat a lot during the week because of my hours and I'm just too lazy to cook. So I'll do a lot of cooking on the weekends and then keep it in the refrigerator and eat on it during the week. Fresh vegetables and such tend to go bad on me, so unless I'm doing like a stew or something like that. So I use a lot of frozen vegetables. This particular instance, I'm using canned turnip greens. Yeah, no, there's a better way, but this is what I got. Since this isn't a sponsored video, I'm not going to tell you who they are, but they're a quality bread. They're seasoned and they've got some good flavor to them. So we're going to have these along with, be a little doctoring done. So you're going to the world is a very dangerous and dastardly place. For example, the world knows that I'm trying to lose weight because I want to get skinny, healthy, and sexy again, whatever that may be. And what do I do when I go into Publix and I find cookie doughs on sale, 2 for 1. Thanks, Publix. Appreciate that. So, now, there's a lot of people that are going to go, oh my God, you shouldn't be using a microwave. Well, don't use a microwave to cook, but I will tell you something. Microwaves are real handy for heating up and warming up and getting ready to have some extra dinner. So, in the words of my barbecue mentor, God bless science. You know who you are, don't you? Battery went dead. Been having problems with batteries here. Mainly because I haven't been charging them because I haven't used the camera in a while. But I can't find it. It's moving around. I can't find the charger for the other camera. Otherwise, I'd be using the high def camera. Which the GoPro is high def, but you know, it's GoPro. All right, now. Excuse me while I make homemade cookies. One of the biggest problems with grilling a day like today is I leave the back door open while I'm doing it, and of course every fly in the county thinks that's an invitation to come on in, which I just want to clarify is not an invitation to come on in. So there's that. And the question is, how many cookies should I have for tonight? Because what I cook is what I'm going to eat. Okay? That's just the way it is. I know some of you may go, oh no! Don't do that. But the matter is, if I cook it, I eat it. It's the way it is. So, we got 4 cookies ready to go into the oven. The oven is ready, so off we go. I'll probably break down a little later tonight and cook the rest of Christmas. Alright. So, here's where we're at. Turnip greens are done. These are the burnt ends, the way they turned out. Greens are done. And so here's basically what happens is that the spam burnt ends, Spamens, burnt Spamens, Spamens, new word, Spamens. That's what these are. From now on, here they're to forever be known as Spamens. There's a fingerprint on my lens. I hope you can see stuff. Anyway, Spamens. That's what we're talking. Spamens. Yeah, boy. Spamens be good. Dinner time.